என் பசங்களோட ஃபியூச்சருக்கு எல்லாமே நான் பெஸ்டா தான் கொடுத்திருக்கேன். இந்த லீவ்ல ப்ரோகிராமிங், robotics, அனிமேஷன், அபாக்கஸ்னு எல்லாமே பெஸ்டா சொல்லி கொடுக்கிற நம்ம சிஎஸ்சி கம்ப்யூட்டர் கோர்ஸ்ல சேர்த்து விட்டுருக்கேன். இப்போ அவங்க திங்கிங் வேற லெவல்.
Welcome back to Tiger Maths channel. Today I am going to solve the problems on maximum and maxima or minima of a function of two variables. Already you studied the same concept of maxima and minima in your school studies, but the given function is in one variable. For example, y equal to f of x is a function of one variable, isn't it? Y is a function of x, so x is the only variable. Okay, right? So in 12th standard level, just we are going to differentiate this y with respect to x. We find out dy by dx. Okay, right? We find out dy by dx and equate to 0. We can get the stationary points. Okay, right? And then go for finding d square y by dx square. Okay, right? Equating this dy by dx equal to 0, we can get the points x1, x2, etc. like this. Okay, right? After find out d square y by dx square and substitute the points we obtained by equating dy by dx equal to 0, right? Second derivative of d square by dx square at x equal to x1 may be positive or negative or equal to 0, right? If it is positive 1, what we conclude that y equal to f of x or f of x takes minimum, isn't it? If it is positive, then f of x takes minimum at x equal to x1. How to find the minimum value? By putting the point x1 in a given function, you can get the minimum value, isn't it? So this is the minimum value, right? Similarly, substituting another point x2 in second derivative, you can get d square y by dx square at x equal to x2. Suppose it may be negative 1, then y takes maximum value, that means f of x. Y is f of x. So y takes maximum means f of x takes maximum at x equal to x2, right? Therefore, what is the maximum value? F of x2. By substituting the point x2 into the given function, you can get the maximum value. So these are all the concepts we already studied in school level in maximum and minimum of a function in one variable. But here I am going to discuss the problems on same maxima and minima of a function in two variables. Okay, so here the given function may be in the form of f of x comma y, right? How to find the maximum value of a given function f of x comma y? That means function of x and y. There are two variables involving in the given function. Okay, right? So right, first one, let us come to the concept, right? Maxima value of f of x comma y at a comma b. When we say that f of x comma y takes maximum value at a comma b, consider a graph, mark a point a comma b. Suppose f of x comma y takes maximum at this point a comma b, then there exists some neighborhood of a comma b, the point a comma b, all the points inside the neighborhood. Okay, so suppose any point, suppose let us take one point on this neighborhood, maybe a plus h comma b plus k, right? By adding some small values with a and b, you can get any points on the neighborhood, right? Find out the value of f of a comma b and f of a plus h comma b plus k. Comparing both of the two values, f of a comma b is always greater than the value of the f at any point inside the neighborhood of a comma b. That's simply we call it as f of a comma b. The value of the function f of x comma at a comma b is greater than any point, the value of the same function any point inside the neighborhood of the same neighborhood of a comma b, right? That's all. Similarly, minimum value of f of x comma at a comma b, when we say that f of x comma y takes minimum at a comma b, right? So same like that, find the value of f at the point a comma b, and similarly this a comma b value is always less than the value of f of a plus h comma b plus k. That means any point inside the neighborhood of a comma b. So f of a comma b is the smallest value, okay, when compared to the value of the f in other points, all the other points in the same neighborhood. That's all, right? If it is maximum, then f of a comma b is maximum when compared to the value of f in all the other points. f of x is minimum, then f of a comma b is less than the all the values of f in the same neighborhood, okay, of a comma b, right? What do you mean by extreme point? A comma b is an extremum point if f of a comma b is either maximum or minimum, right? When we say that it is an extremum point, right? So f of a comma b is either takes maximum or minimum value, then we call it as extremum point, right? Okay, right? That's all. And next one, what are these are all the basic concept on maxima and minima based on the definitions, okay, right? Now how to find the, now let us go to how to find the maxima and minima of a function of given two variables, okay, right? So what are the necessary and sufficient condition for maxima and minima? First one, equating fx of a comma b equal to 0, right? So given function is of the form of f of x comma y, take the partial derivative of f with respect to x, you can get f of fx of x comma y. Substitute the point a comma b, you can get fx of a comma b and equate to 0. Same like that, equating fy of a comma b equal to 0, you can get the stationary points. Stationary points, that means you can get a1 comma b1, a2 comma b2, a3 comma b3, like that, okay? So right, these are all stationary points. What do you mean by stationary points? At these points f of x comma y takes either maximum or minimum, or not a maximum, not a minimum, okay, right? That's all. So just finding fx and fy and equate to 0, you can get the stationary points, right? Also go for finding the second derivative of f with respect to x partially. Similarly fxy, same like that, f double y. Take that values be a, b and c. F double x as a, f xy as b, f double y as c. After find out all these 5 values, go for finding ac minus b square value. Okay, so the maxima and minima is completely based on the value of ac minus b square. Right? If ac minus b square is greater than 0 and also a is greater than 0, right? So both are positive one. AC minus b square is greater than 0. At the same time, a is also greater than 0. Or suppose a is not greater than 0, it may be b or b is greater than 0. Any one of a or b should be greater than or equal to 0. Then what we conclude that f of a comma b is minimum 1. That means f of a comma b is the minimum point, right? So of course, so second one. If AC minus B square is greater than or equal to 0, greater than 0, not equal to 0, at the same time A is negative 1. AC minus B square is positive, but A is negative or B is negative, then f of A comma B is a maximum 1, right? You can get the value of f of A comma B is a maximum 1. The next one, if AC minus B square is negative 1, if it is positive, we can get maximum or minimum based on the sign of A or B, okay, right? We can get the maximum or minimum. Suppose if it is negative, AC minus B square is negative, then if f is neither maximum nor minimum at the point A comma B, okay, f of x comma y is neither maximum nor minimum at the point A comma B. That means f of A comma B is neither maximum nor minimum. Such points are called saddle point, okay. What do you mean by saddle point? When we say that A comma B is a saddle point, if A comma B is a saddle point, then if it takes neither maximum nor minimum, right? For example, f of x comma y takes maximum value 8 and the same time minimum value 2, then A comma B is a saddle point, then f of A comma B maybe takes value between 2 and 8, any value between 2 and 8, f of A comma B takes value between 2 comma 8. That's all. That's the meaning of that one. So it takes neither maximum nor minimum. Okay, in between maximum and minimum, f of x comma y take the value. That's all. Next one. If AC minus B square is equal to 0, suppose this value is equal to 0, then the test is inconclusive. That means no information we can get. About maxima or minima. Okay, so the test does not give any information about the maxima or minima. So these are all these 4 points, these 5 points are most important one when we finding maximum or minimum of a function of two variables. So these are all the examination point of view, right? Just equating, find out fx and fy and equal to 0, find the stationary points. Okay, what do you mean by stationary points? At these points, f of x takes either maximum or minimum or neither maximum nor minimum, right? Next one, how to find the maximum or minimum, right? If AC minus B square, what is A? F double x. What is B? F xy. What is C? F double y. So if AC minus B square value is greater than 0 and A is greater than 0, so if it is positive, then and also A is positive, then f of A comma B is minimum. If AC minus B square is positive, at the same time A is negative, then f of A comma B is maximum 1. AC minus B square is less than 0, then f of A comma B is neither maximum nor minimum. Such points are called saddle point. Okay. Next one, if AC minus B square value is equal to 0, then the test gives no information about maxima or minima. That's all. So these are all important concepts when we solving a problem related to maxima and minima. Right. Now let us go to the problem based on this one. Right. First one, find fx and equal to 0 and then fy equal to 0. Second one, what is A? F double x. What is B? Fxy. What is C? F double y. The third one, AC minus B square is greater than 0 and A is greater than 0 or B is greater than 0 implies f of A comma B is minimum. Fourth one, AC minus B square, AC minus B square greater than 0 and A is less than 0 implies f of A comma B is maximum. Right? Next one, AC minus B square is less than 0. This implies f of A comma B is neither maximum nor minimum. The sixth one, AC minus B square is equal to 0. No information. Right. So how to find the maxima or minima of a given function? By just finding fx and fy and equal to 0, you can get these stationary points and then also find A, B, C. Next, find out the value of AC minus B square. If it is greater than 0, at the same time A is also positive, then f of A comma B is minimum and AC minus B square is greater than A is less than 0, then f of A comma B is maximum. If AC minus B square is less than 0, then f of A comma B is neither maximum point nor minimum. That means saddle point. A comma B is called saddle point. Okay. AC minus B square is equal to 0. Then the test shows no information about maxima or minima. Right. Now let us directly go to the problems based on maximum minima. Right. Find the extremum values of function. F of x comma y is equal to x cube plus y cube minus 3x minus 12y okay, right. Find the extremum values. What do you mean by extremum values? Maxima or minima, right? That's all. Right. Find the extremum values of the function f of x comma y equal to x cube plus y cube minus 3x minus 12y plus 20 equal to 0. So the given function is the function of two variables. There are two variables x and y involving in the given functions. Okay. Right. Solution. How to find proceed these steps? We can find out the maximum and minimum. So first of all, we are going to find out fx and fy. What is given function f? That is x cube plus y cube minus 3x minus 12y plus 20, isn't it? So directly go for finding fx. That means partial derivative of f with respect to x. So 3x square minus 3, isn't it? This becomes 0. Minus 3x becomes minus 3, 0, 0. And then what is fy? Fy is 3y square minus 12. Right? What is a? F double x, isn't it? What is a? A is f double x. That is equal to, once again differentiate fx with respect to x partially, it becomes 6x. What is b? Fxy. That means fx with respect to y, it becomes 0. The terms are only in x. Okay, right? Then what is f double y? Fy with respect to y, once again it becomes 6y. Isn't it? Now I am going to equate fx equal to 0, implies 3x square minus 3 equal to 0. Right? And also fy equal to 0 implies 3y square minus 12 equal to 0. Right? This implies what? By divided by 3, x square minus 1 equal to 0. This implies x square is equal to 1. This implies x equal to plus or minus 1. This implies by divided by 3, so y square minus 4 equal to 0. This implies y square is equal to 4 and then y equal to plus or minus 2. Right? So what are the stationary points? Therefore, the stationary points. Stationary points are obtained by equating fx and fy to 0, isn't it? Right? Taking plus 1 and combined with plus 2 and minus 2. So 1 comma 2 and 1 comma minus 2. Same like that, taking x equal to minus 1 and combined with plus 2 and minus 2. So minus 1 comma plus 2 and then minus 1 comma minus 2. So these 4 points are called stationary points. What do you mean by stationary points? At these 4 points, f of x comma y takes either maximum or minimum or maybe a saddle point. Okay, right? Now let us go to find the value of f of x comma y at these points alone. Right? The value of AC minus b square at these points alone. Right? That's all. So now directly I am going to find out AC minus b square value. Right? At the points. Sorry, what are the points? We find out 1 comma 2, 1 comma 2, and then 1 comma minus 2, minus 1 comma 2, and then minus 1 comma minus 2. Right? So I am going to find out the value of AC minus b square and A among these 4 points. That's all. Right? So first of all, what is A, what is B, what is C, and then what is AC minus b square. Right? What is A? What is A? 6x, isn't it? 6x. What is B? It is 0. What is C? It is 6y. Right? Now I am going to find out the value of A among these 4 points. Substitute here. So A is only 6x. X is means first coordinate. So substitute this first coordinate alone, you can get it. 6 into 1. So it is 6. Here also 6 into 1, 6. 6 into minus 1, minus 6. Here also it is minus 6. Isn't it? B is completely 0. Isn't it? Right? B is completely 0. Right? What is C? 6y. So substitute the second coordinate. You can get the value of C. Okay. Here it is 2. 6 into 2. It is 12. Here it is minus 12. Here it is 12. Here it is minus 12. Okay. So these are all values of A, B, C at the point 1, 2. These are all the values of A, B, C at 1, minus 2. Similarly, for the other 2 points also. Now I am going to find out the value of AC minus b square at the same point 1, 2. So what is AC? Multiplying the value of A and C and subtract the value of b square from AC. Right? Okay. So what is A into C? A is 6, C is 12. Minus B is 0, 0 square, isn't it? 6 into 12, 72. Minus 0 is 72. Right? Okay. So what is the value of AC minus b square? It is 72 alone. 6 into 12, 72. Minus 0 square. Okay. Right? Here it is minus 72. Here it is also minus 72. Here it is 72. So these 4 values are the values of AC minus b square at the corresponding points. Okay. Now let us come to the conclusion. Right? If AC minus b square is positive, what are the positive points here? Here it is positive. Here also it is positive. Right? If it is negative, AC minus b square is negative among these 2 points. Okay. So AC minus b square is less than 0, then A comma B is neither maximum nor minimum. That means saddle point. So this point is called saddle point. These 2 points are called saddle point. Why? Among these 2 points, 1 comma minus 2 and minus 1 comma 2, AC minus B square is negative. So it takes neither maximum nor minimum. That means these points are called saddle point. Okay. Now let us come to here. AC minus B square is positive. That means 2 cases arises here. First 2 cases, AC minus B square is positive, but maximum or minimum is depends on the value of A. Look here, AC minus B square is positive here. It is positive. At the same time, A is also positive. A is plus 6. It is positive. So both are positive means f of a is minimum point. So minimum point. Okay, same like that here. AC minus B square is positive, isn't it? 72 is a positive one. Right? At the same time, the value of A is negative. So this point is called a point of maximum, isn't it? Maximum point. That's all. Substitute these 2 points into the given function. You can get maximum and minimum. If you substitute this point into f of x, you can get the minimum value. Substitute this point, you can get the maximum value. Right? Okay. Now I am going to find out the maximum and minimum by substituting the 2 points. Right. First one, 1 comma 2. 1 comma 2 is a minimum point. Minimum. How to find the minimum value? Minimum value is equal to f of 1 comma 2 is obtained by substituting x equal to 1 and y equal to 2 in the given function. So 1 cube plus 2 cube minus 3 into 1 minus 12 into 2 plus 20, isn't it? So what? 1 plus 8 minus 3 minus 24 plus 20, that is equal to 20, 28, 29. So 29 minus 27, that is equal to 2 is the minimum value. Okay, right? Same like that. Minus 1 comma minus 2 is a maximum point. So minus 1 comma minus 2 is a maximum point. To find the maximum value, right? Maximum value is equal to f of minus 1 comma minus 2. Substitute the point in f of x comma, what you will get? Minus 1 cube plus minus 2 cube minus 3 into minus 1 minus 12 into minus 2 plus 20. So what you will get? Minus 1 cube means minus 1 minus 8 plus 3 plus 24 plus 20. What you will get? Minus 1 minus 8 minus 9 20 24 44 47 plus 47, right? So that is equal to minus 9 plus 47 38, right? So this is the maximum value, right? That's all. Right. So let us go to the next problem. Find the extreme values of the function f of x comma y equal to x cube plus y cube minus 12x minus 3y plus 20. Okay. So what is the difference between this problem and the previous one? Just the coefficient of x and coefficient of y alone interchanged. Okay. And in the previous problem, what is the coefficient of x? Minus 3x, isn't it? What is the previous problem? F of x comma y is equal to x cube plus y cube minus 3x minus 12y plus 20, isn't it? Right? So the only difference is the coefficients of x and y are interchanged here. Okay, right? Proceed the same procedure what I have done in the previous problem. Okay, right? Proceed the same one, you can get the again same point, but the maximum and minimum values are interchanged. F of x comma y takes maximum at 1 comma 2 and minimum at minus 1 comma 2, but there is no change in the maximum value and minimum value. So you have to take the same problem as usual what I have done in the previous one. Proceed like this, you can get the maximum value as the same one 38 and the minimum value as what you will get minimum value 2, isn't it? 2, yes, right, minimum value. So the points may be interchanging. You may get the maximum value at this point, and you may get minimum value at -2, -1, -2. That's all. And you have to do it. The next problem. Find the extreme values of f of x, y equal to x square plus x square minus xy plus y square minus 2x plus 1. Okay. Right. Solution. So first of all, I am going to find out fx and fy equal to 0, right? So what is f? X square minus xy plus y square minus 2x plus y, isn't it? So what is fx? So 2x minus y minus 2, isn't it? Yeah. What is fy? Taking partial derivative of y, f with respect to y, 0 minus x plus 2y. This becomes 0 plus 1, isn't it? And then what is a? A is f double x. Once again differentiate fx. Partial with respect to x, you can get 2. What is b? Fxy. Fx with respect to y, you can get minus 1. What is c? What is c? F double y. Isn't it? What is f double y? I think it is plus 2. Is it right one? What is fx? 2x minus y. This becomes 0 minus 2. Okay. Plus 0. Here fy is 0. This becomes minus 1. This becomes minus x into 1 plus 2y. 0 plus 1. That's all. So double x will become 2 alone. Fx with respect to y minus 1. F double y 2 alone. Right? So now I am going to equate fx equal to 0. Right? Implies what you will get? 2x minus y minus 2 equal to 0. Right? So 2x minus y equal to 2. Same like that, fy equal to 0 implies what you will get? Minus x plus 2y plus 1 equal to 0. So minus x plus 2y equal to minus 1. I call it as equation number 1 and equation number 2. I am going to solve both of the two. We can get x and y. Isn't it? Right? So keep 1 into 1 or 1 into 2. What you will get? 4x minus 2y equal to 4. Second equation into 1. Minus x plus 2y equal to minus 1. You can cancel both of them. 4x minus x, 3x. 3x equal to 3, x equal to 1. Okay. Right. Substitute this value of x equal to 1 in any one of the two equations. X equal to 1. Substitute x equal to 1 in 1. What you will get? 2 into 1 minus y equal to 2. So minus y equal to 2 minus y equal to 2. Minus y equal to 0. So y equal to 0. Right? Therefore, the stationary point is 1, 0. So stationary point. It's a stationary point. Right? Okay. Right? So we need to check the value of f of x, y. The value of a, b, c at this point. Okay. So a, b, c and then ac minus b square. The only point we obtained is 1, 0. What is a? It is constant. What is b? Minus 1 is constant. What is c? It is 2. It is constant. Okay. So substitute this point. There is no change, isn't it? So it remains the same one. Right? What is ac minus b square value at this point? A into c. A into c. 2 into 2, 4. Isn't it? 2 into 2, 4. Right? Minus b square. B square is minus 1 the whole square. Right? So 4 minus 3, it is 4 minus 1, it is 3, which is greater than 0. So greater than 0 means what? Minimum point. Sorry, greater than 0. So AC minus B square is greater than 0 and also A is positive. So it is a minimum point. Right? Therefore, AC minus b square is greater than 0 and a is greater than 0 at 1 comma 0. Therefore, 1 comma 0 is a minimum point, isn't it? Right? So to find the minimum value, substitute the point in f of x comma y. That's all. So what you will get? X equal to 1 square minus 0 plus 0 minus 2 into 1 plus 0. Okay. So 1 minus 2, that is equal to minus 1 is the minimum value. That's all. Right? At 1 comma 0. That's all. That's all. Very simple problem. Right? Next one. Find the maximum or minimum of a function x comma equal to x cube plus y cube minus 3axy. Okay. That's all. Solution. Same like that. So what is f? X cube plus y cube minus 3axy, isn't it? So go for finding fx, isn't it? Fx and fy and equal to 0. Also find the value of a, b, c, right? So what is fx? 3x square minus 3ay. X becomes 1. What is fy? This becomes 0. 3y square minus 3ax into 1. Isn't it? Y becomes 1. That's all. Right? So what is a? F double x. Right? So once again differentiate with partially with respect to x. So it becomes 6x. What is b? Fxy. What is fxy? 0. This becomes 0 minus 3 into 1. That means minus 3a. Isn't it? So what is c? F double y. So what is f double y? 6y. Right? So now go for equating f of x equals 0. F of x equals 0 implies what you will get? So 3x square minus 3ay equal to 0, isn't it? So divide it by 3. X square minus 3, x square minus ay, isn't it? Sorry. X square minus ay equal to 0. So x square is equal to ay or y equal to x square by a. Right? Same like that, fy equal to 0 implies what you will get? 3y square minus 3ax equal to 0. So divided by 3. So y square minus 3, sorry, y square minus ax. Y square minus ax equal to 0. So y square is equal to what? Ax. Substitute the value of y. We call it as 1. We call it as equation number 2. Substitute 1 in 2. So substitute y equal to x square by a in 2. Substitute now. What you will get? So x square by a the whole square is equal to ax, isn't it? So what you will get? X power 4 by a square equal to ax. Cross multiplying, what you will get? X power 4 equal to a cube x. Take it into left hand side. X power 4 minus a cube x equal to 0. So taking x as common, x cube minus a cube equal to 0. Therefore, this implies what? X equal to 0 or x cube minus a cube equal to 0. This implies what you will get? X cube equal to a cube. So x is equal to a, isn't it? So what are the points we will get? X equal to 0 and x equal to a, isn't it? X equal to 0 or x equal to a, isn't it? If x equals 0, substitute x equal to 0. In 1, we can get the corresponding value of y, isn't it? Therefore, y is equal to what? 0 square by a, that is equal to 0. Therefore, we can get a point 0 comma 0. Right? Next one. It's a stationary point. Same like that, substitute x equal to a. In 1, what you will get? Y is equal to a square by a, that is equal to a. Therefore, x is a, same time y is a. So a comma a is also a stationary point. Now, just we are going to find out the value of AC minus B square at these 2 points alone. Okay, right? What we need? What are the values of A? A is 6x and B is minus 3A and C is 6y. Okay, right. So what is A? What is A? 6x. What is B? Minus 3A. What is C? 6y. At the point 0, 0 and A, A. Okay. Substitute it here. What you will get 0. This is always constant value. Substitute x equal to A here, you will get 6A. Here it is minus 3A. This constant, okay, the term independent of x and y. Right. 6y. Substitute y is 0 here, you will get C as 0. Substitute y as A here, you can get 6A. Right? So what is the value of AC minus B square? Okay, here AC minus B square. AC minus B square. So minus 9A square, isn't it? A into C, 0 into 0. Right? A into C minus B square. Isn't it? Minus B square. So minus, this becomes 9A square. So it is 9A square. Right? So 9A square. Right? Here it is less than 0, isn't it? Look here. What is the value of AC minus B square at point A, A? Take the product between these two. 6A into 6A, 36A square. Minus square of B, isn't it? AC minus B square. Square of B is 9A square. So what? 27A square. So 27A square is the value of AC minus B square at the point A, A. Here, look at here, it is positive. It is always greater than 0 for any value of A. If A is negative 1, if we take square, it becomes positive. So 27 into positive 1, it is positive. If A is positive 1, always square is positive. So 27A square is always positive, independent of A. Okay, right? So here, if it is positive, then we can go through checking the value of A. A is 6A. Look here. Here, suppose A is negative 1. Suppose A is negative means 6A is negative. So it is less than 0, isn't it? Suppose A is positive means 6A is positive, it is greater than 0. So the value of A is depends on the value of A, small a, isn't it? Right? Look here. At 0, 0, the value of AC minus B square is negative 1. What we conclude if AC minus B square is negative 1, f of A, B is neither maximum nor minimum. Right? So f of 0, 0 is neither maximum nor minimum. That means, that is what? 0, 0 is saddle point. Right? Here at A, at A, AC minus B square is always greater than 0, right? Isn't it? But at A, the value of AC minus B square is always greater than 0, right? But what about A? A is 6A, but A is equal to 6A, isn't it? If A is less than 0, then A, capital A is equal to what? Capital A becomes less than 0, isn't it? Shall I repeat? Okay, I write it here. At A, the value of AC minus B square is always positive, isn't it? If small a is greater than 0, then implies capital A is equal to what? 6A, which is greater than 0, isn't it? Right? If A is positive, then capital A is equal to 6A, which is also positive. So AC minus B square is positive. At the same time, A is positive. Therefore, A comma A is a minimum point, isn't it? A comma A becomes a minimum point, right? Same like that. If A is less than 0 implies what will get? 6A becomes negative, isn't it? If small a is less than 0, then 6A becomes, capital A is equal to 6A, A becomes negative. So this AC minus B square positive, at the same time A is negative. Therefore, A comma A, the same point A comma A is become a maximum point. Right? That's all. Right? So if A is positive, the given the value of constant value, A is any constant, it may be negative or positive. If A is positive one, then A comma A is a minimum point. We can get the minimum value. Suppose A is negative 1, then capital A becomes negative at this point. Okay. Therefore, AC minus B square greater than 0 and A is negative. Therefore, A comma B is a maximum point. The same point A comma A becomes a maximum point. So, right. So, the same point may be a maximum one or minimum one. To find the maximum or minimum, find out the value of A comma A. What you will get? A cube plus A cube minus 3A into A. So what will you get? 2A cube. A cube plus A cube, 2A cube minus 3A cube. That is equal to what? Minus A cube. So minus A cube is the maximum value and also minimum value. That's all. Right. Both maximum value is same as minimum value at this point. That's all. Right. Let us go to the next problem. Maxima minima of a function x power 4 plus y power 4 minus 2x square plus 4xy minus 2y square, right? That's all. So what is f? X power 4 plus y power 4 minus 2x square plus 4xy minus y square. So what is fx? Taking partial derivative with respect to x, 4x cube, 0 minus 4x, this becomes 1 plus 4y, this becomes 0. What is fy? 4y cube, this becomes 0, this becomes 0, y becomes 1, 4x. So plus 4x into 1 minus 2y, isn't it? Right. What is a? F double x. What you will get? Differentiate fx with respect to x once again. So 12x square minus 4. Isn't it? What is b? Fx with respect to y. With respect to y, you will get 4 alone. Isn't it? 0, 0 plus 4 will become 4. What is c? F double y. So taking derivative of fy with respect to y once again. So 12 y square. This becomes 0 minus 2. Is it right? That's all. Right. These are all the values of a, b, c. Right. Next one, we go for equating fx equal to 0. Implies 4x cube minus 4x plus 4y equal to 0. Divided by 4, we can get x cube minus x plus y equal to 0. Called as equation number 1. Same like that, fy equal to 0 implies what you will get? 4y cube plus 4x minus 2y equal to 0. Isn't it? Divided by 2, where I am mistaken. What is fy? Here I am mistaken. It is 4y, isn't it? So taking derivative of f with respect to y, this becomes 0, 4y cube, 0, 4x into 1, 4x minus 4y. It is not 2y. Okay. So what you will get here? When we taking fx, no problem, fy, no problem. What is c? F double x. What is this? Becomes minus 4, isn't it? Right? That's all. This becomes minus 4. So divided by 4, what you get? Y cube plus x minus y equal to 0. Cartesian number 2. Right? Solving both of the two, we can get the stationary points. Okay. How can we solve it? Just adding 1 and 2. What you will get? X cube minus x plus y cube plus x minus y equal to 0. Right? Plus x minus x plus y minus y cancel each other. So x cube plus y cube equal to 0, isn't it? So what you will get? X cube is equal to minus y cube. So x is equal to minus y. Right? Substitute x equal to minus y in 1. What you will get? Minus y the whole cube. Minus y plus y. This becomes plus y, think that, isn't it? X equal to minus y. So minus y cube minus of minus y, it becomes plus y equal to 0. Right? So what you will get? So minus y cube plus 2y equal to 0, isn't it? So taking y as common, minus y or multiplied by minus 1, you can get y cube minus 2y equal to 0. Taking y as common, y square minus 2 equal to 0. This implies y equal to 0 or y square minus 2 equal to 0. So y square is equal to 2. So y is equal to plus or minus root 2. So what are the values of y? Y equal to 0 or y equal to root 2 or y equal to minus 2. Right? So substitute these points in 3, you can get the corresponding value of x. Y equal to 0 implies, what is x? X equal to 0. You can get the point, what is x? 0, what is y? 0. Right? Y equal to root 2 implies, what is x? X equal to minus root 2. So what are the points you can get? First x coordinate and then y coordinate. So y equal to minus root 2 implies x equal to minus of minus root 2. It is plus root 2. This implies x is plus root 2 and y is minus root 2. So all these 3 points are called stationary points. So we need to find the value of AC minus B square and A at these 3 points alone, right? What is the value of A? What is the value of A? A is double x, isn't it? Four y square minus 4, I think that. What is B? It is 4, yes. What is A? 12. What is A? 12x square minus 4. What is B? It is 4. And then what is C? F double y. F double y is 12y square minus 4, right? Right. Therefore, the stationary points are, what are the stationary points? 0, 0, minus root 2, root 2, and then root 2, minus root 2. So, what is A? 12x square minus 4. What is B? 4. What is C? 12y square minus 4, isn't it? So, now I am going to find out the value of A, B, C and AC minus B square among these 3 points. Okay. So what are the points? 0, 0 and then minus root 2, root 2 and then root 2, minus root 2. Isn't it? Right. Substitute this point here. What you will get? A is minus 4, isn't it? Substitute this point here. x is minus root 2. So minus root 2 square, isn't it? 12 into minus root 2 square becomes plus root 2, isn't it? Minus 4. So 24 minus 4, it is 20. Okay, so it is 20. Here also it is 20, right? B is always 4. Right. What is C? The same. Substitute y as 0 here, you can get minus 4. Right? Here, what you will get? The same 12y square. So 12 into what is y? Minus root 2. What is y? It is root 2. Root 2 square, isn't it? Minus 4. So 12 into root 2 square means 2. Minus 4. So 12 2s are 24. Minus 4, it is same as 20. So it is 20. Here also it becomes 20. Right? Look at here. Now I am going to find out the value of AC minus B square. Right? So what is the value of AC minus B square? A into C, 16. Minus 4 into minus 4, 16, isn't it? A is minus 4, C is minus 4. AC minus B square, isn't it? So 16 minus 16 equal to 0. So value of AC minus B square at the point 0, 0 is 0. What about minus 2, 2? AC minus B square, 400. A into C, 20 into 20. Minus B square, 16. So what? 400 minus 16. So it is 384. Right? So here it is 384. Here also 384. The same as A into C, 400 minus 16, 384. So here it is inconclusive, isn't it? What is the value of AC minus B square here? 0. So no information, inconclusive. No conclusion obtained at this point 0, 0. Right? Here it is positive. Here also it is positive. So we need to check the value of A at this point. If A is positive, it is minimum. A is negative, it is maximum. Right? Look at here. A is also positive. Isn't it? In both of the two cases, A is positive. So this point is a minimum point. Right? This is also another minimum point. Isn't it? Right? That's all. These two are minimum points. To find the minimum value, substitute this point into the given function, you can get the minimum value. So minimum value is equal to f at minus root 2 comma plus root 2. What you will get? Substitute here. Minus root 2 square. Minus root 2 power 4 plus y power 4. Same minus root 2 power 4. Minus 2 into root 2 square. Isn't it? Minus root 2 square. Next one plus 4 into minus root 2 into root 2. And then minus y square. Y is root 2. Root 2 square. That's all. So what you will get? Minus power 4 means it becomes plus. Root 2 square means 2. Root 2 square is 2. So 2 into 2. It becomes 4. Isn't it? Root 2 square into root 2 square. Isn't it? So root 2 square is 2 into 2. So 4. This also becomes 4. This becomes 2. This becomes 2. Multiply with minus 2, it is minus 4. This becomes minus 2. Multiply with plus 4, minus 8. This becomes 2. Combined with minus, minus 2. That's all. So what? We can cancel plus 4 with minus 4. So what? 4 minus 10. That is equal to what? Minus 6 is the minimum value. Right? I think I am mistaken here. Minus root 2 for 4 is 4. This also 4. This becomes minus root 2 square is 2. 2 into minus 2. Isn't it? It is minus 4 and then plus 4xy. Plus 4 into x into y. So this becomes minus 2 minus 8. This becomes minus 2, sorry. This becomes minus 2 into y square. What is y square? Root 2. So this becomes what? Minus 4, isn't it? Root 2 square is 2, 2 into minus 4. So 4 minus 12, it is minus 8. That's all. Right? This is the minimum value of the function at minus root 2 comma root 2. Same like that, substitute this point into the given function, you can get the same minimum value as a. Substitute it and get it. Okay, that's all. Right? Next one. A flat circular plate is heated. A flat plate is heated so that the temperature at any point, so that the temperature at any point x comma y is u of x comma y is equal to what? X square plus 2 y square minus x. Find the coldest point on the plate. Okay. A flat circular plate is heated. That's all. A flat circular plate is heated so that the temperature at any point x comma y is given by u of x comma y is equal to what? X square plus 2 y square minus x is given. We need to find out the coldest point on the circular plate. Okay, right? That means minimum point. That means coldest point means cooling point, right? So minimum temperature, we want to find out the point at the temperature is minimum 1. Okay, right? That's all. Right? Solution. What is given? U is given. Okay, f is replaced by u. That's all. So x square plus 2 y square minus x. As usual, we go for finding ux. Okay, instead of fx. So 2x minus 1. What is uy? 4y square. What is a? F double x. Okay, sorry, u double x here. Isn't it? It is u double x. So ux with respect to x once again, so it is 2. What is b? ux with respect to y, it becomes 0. What is c? uy with respect to y again. So uy with respect to y again, it is 8y. Okay. So right, ux equal to 0 implies what you get? So 2x minus 1 equal to 0. So x equal to 1 by 2. Right? Same like that, uy equal to 0 implies, what is uy? 4y square equal to 0. So what? Y equal to 0. Therefore, the point 1 by 2 comma 0 is a stationary point. Stationary points are obtained by equating ux equal to 0 and uy equal to 0. Right? I am equating both of them equal to 0. We can get 2 points. So combining these 2 points, 1 by 2 comma 0, we can get the stationary points. So we need to check the value of a, b, c at these points alone, right? And also ac minus b square, right? What is that point we obtained? 1 by 2 comma 0. So a, what is a? It is constant. What is b? It is also constant. What is c? It is 8y. What is ac minus b square? Okay. What is c? I think it is 4y, uy. Sorry, it is not 4y square, isn't it? uy is 4y, isn't it? If this becomes 0, 2y square. Y square becomes 2y, 2 into 2y, 4y. 2 into 2y. So it becomes 4y alone. So not 4y square. So u double y becomes 4. right? That's all. So this is also constant 1, 4, right? Okay, right? So what is the value of A at this point? 2, 0 and 4. So what is AC minus B square? A into C. 8 minus 0 square, isn't it? So what? 8. 8 is greater than 0. At the same time, A is also greater than 0. Therefore, this point is minimum point, isn't it? That means oldest point. So at 1/2 comma 0, AC minus B square is greater than 0 and A is also greater than 0. Therefore, 1/2 comma 0 is the minimum point. That means lowest temperature prevails at this point 1/2 comma 0. To find the minimum temperature, that means coldest temperature, minimum temperature is equal to U of 1/2 comma 0, right? So what? So 1/2 the whole square plus 0 minus 1/2. So that is equal to what? 1/4 minus 1/2. So taking 4 as LCM, 1 minus 2, that is equal to minus 1/4, right? So minimum temperature is equal to what? Minus 0.25. Right? So the minimum temperature on the circular plate is minus 0.25 at the point 1/2 comma 0. That's all. Very easiest one. That's all. So up to this problem, we completed the problems based on maxima and minima of a function of two variables. Right? Okay. So in the next class, we are going to solve the problems related to Lagrange's function. Okay. Right? That's all. Lagrange variable. Lagrange's multipliers. Okay. That's all. Thank you.